Okay guys, we're at the table here. Now we're going to take a look at the, I'm going to try to say it again here, MGPCQB rail system. So again, it's a set of 5 low-cost polymer rails for the MLOK system. And yeah, we'll see how exactly this does. So we haven't opened this yet, so I don't know how the quality is. It's right around $10 US off of Amazon. And so the things we're going to be looking for is obviously if there's any deformation in the polymer or like a bad casting on the mold. We want to look for the recoil lugs. We want to look for any lugs around the T-nut set screw areas. Obviously the quality of the T-nuts and screws themselves. And yeah, anything else we can kind of come across here. So we'll go ahead and take a look at it here. And again, this could be something that's really, really nice. So it's really not. So, and again, this is just a real quick unboxing video. So we're just going to start with a couple of these rails. So let's take a look here. So first, you see there they have it. It says MGPCQB, which until you know what that means, sounds awesome. Yeah, so there you go. Now let's look at the rail itself. So right here we can see it does have the 2 lugs around the screw holes on either side. And then it does have the central lug. So that's pretty much all the lug space you would have or need on a piece this size. So if we step up to the bigger ones, it's the longest one they have here. So we have, and it's kind of interesting. So they do, cool, I'm going to have to actually look at another like an actual Magpul rail and see. But instead of doing a centrally located lug, recoil lug, they put one to either side in all the longer ones. So you can see like that. So right there. Let's take a look here and see. I bet they all line up in terms of where the lugs are and the length. Yep. And this little one doesn't have any just because it's small. So that'll be something I'll have to look into with an actual Magpul spec rail. And I don't know if that was done for ease of construction. I've never actually cared that much about the underside of a rail before. I know typically the ones I've seen when the lug, the main recoil lug, centrally located, so that way it doesn't matter which way you're going with it. If it shouldn't, but if you're moving the accessories one way or the other, you may not be able to. Excuse me, long day. Line up all the recoil lugs. So they feel pretty good. The polymer feels fairly sturdy. I mean, it doesn't feel like Magpul polymer. I mean, I could probably break it if I tried hard enough. Obviously, the smaller sections are going to be more difficult. The casting seems pretty good. I want to take a look at the that pocket there for the screw and see. It looks kind of thin, but I mean, I'm sure it's probably what the Magpul ones look like, because these are, you see almost direct copies, so they're radiused the edges properly to prevent snagging and everything. One thing that's weird is that on the side of some of these, like they feel less finished. Like this one feels pretty good, but the shorter one almost has like a, not sharp, but a sharper, I guess, consistency to it. And you kind of see on the edge there, it's all like a little, not flashed, but something like that. Where on these, you don't really see that. So anyways, what's nice about these again is that you have 5 of them for pretty much everything you could use. I know they don't have the super short ones, but that's neither here nor there. So far, let's say a decent value as far as the rails are concerned. If you need multiple rails at different lengths, this is probably a good pack to buy if it works. So we will go ahead and take another look at that. For now, let's go ahead and get these out of here, and we'll take our little coat dealer bag of screws. Okay, all right. All right. So the screws actually feel pretty decent, and I know it says to correct me in the comments, but to my recollection, it's a panhead screw, and they've actually equipped all of them with these. A lot of the MLOK type stuff you'll see these days will have it'll be a flat not painted, but it'll be flat like right here. And then so it's just, doesn't really line up with anything other than another flat surface. So if we drop one of these in here, take the little guy here, go ahead, drop it in there, and put one of these T-nuts on there. Okay, threads on pretty well. Actually, I'm kind of impressed. So lock down. Okay. All right. Well. Okay. Yeah, I mean that feels really good. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Yeah, I'm not too disappointed with this so far. Again, it's a good deal if it's a good deal. If we go to put it on a rail and it's just out of spec and doesn't really work, well then we're gonna have obviously some problems there. But I mean, so far it feels pretty darn good. Okay. Yeah, that's right there. So I was expecting these to be really cheap and crappy. I mean, on the picture they show on the website is the Allen wrench is like really super thin, and so it looks like it was going to be a very very thin Allen wrench for a very thin head screw, or the Allen keyhole will be very very thin and small. So it's like that's going to probably suck because I want this to be a little bit bigger so there's more engagement surface in there when tightening it down. So it'll be interesting to see. I'll check with my US set of Allen wrenches and see if that is something that works there. But guys, so far so good. Looks pretty decent. No issues so far that I've seen, and obviously we haven't done anything serious with it. But yeah, I'm pretty happy so far. So we'll go ahead and actually start putting these on guns and seeing what they do. And yeah, we'll do a full review for you guys. Thanks for checking out the unboxing. Wish I had more for you, but I don't. So all I can say for you now is, see ya.